Welcome to Hot Sour Sparkles. I'm Stephen Davis, and this is Sparkle Shot News, where I'm going to be going over this past week's video game and movie news and drinking shots. So, or at least what I find interesting. We'll see. Not everything. There's always too much news to go over everything. But a few little details that I found to be interesting. So let's see. We're going to start off with gaming news and Resident Evil 7. Looks like a little bit has kind of leaked out. It looks like, the ESRB site has posted a little bit, and it was spotted by Twitter user Warrior64. Seems to get a lot of stuff going out there. It will be rated M. Big surprise. And let's see, ESRB rating summarized. Players will use weapons like pistols, shotguns, flamethrowers, explosives, and chainsaws. And there's something in here about a shovel through the face. So, a lot more than what we've seen in the previous two demos. It look more of a much survival horror game. We may be getting a lot more, but it doesn't just say the user will be using this. Summary player will be, it says player will be using, but maybe not. Maybe the villains will be using that. I don't know, unfortunately. But it does look very cool. They actually had a new demo as well. Also looked cool. Let's see. Yep. And it's going to be very violent, according to this. This includes dismemberment by chainsaw and shovel. In addition to a shovel getting impaled through the character's face. Include mangled corpses and guts hanging out, exposing a whole... Yep, and there's going to be cursing, so very much rated M. We also know the main character's name is going to be Ethan, and he's going to be looking for his wife in this dilapidated mansion. So, interesting. A big surprise. We're scaling it. They're scaling it back a little bit, but very cool. It's supposedly still coming out in January. That I still think it's going to get pushed. It says Resident Evil 7 launches on January 24th. PS4, Xbox One, and PC. But I think it's going to get pushed. Personally. It might not. Let's see. Other interesting news. Move on to Xbox is now on Xbox on September 13th. Will be getting the puzzle game The Witness, which unfortunately I have not played. I've heard really good things. I really like puzzle games. I just haven't forked over the money yet to get it. I've just been playing No Man's Sky still, and it just hasn't happened. Eventually I will play it, but it's now coming to Xbox One. And with that coming to Xbox One, moving over to the PS4, now already available on PS4 is Inside. Which I've heard nothing but fantastic things about. Another game I have yet to pick up, but plan on doing it. I really enjoyed Limbo. I didn't think it was the greatest thing ever, but it was a fun little platformer. So, looking forward to playing Inside. Let's see. A couple more PlayStation news. I talked about the PlayStation Slim last week, some of the leaked pictures, but it also looks like there will also be updated controller that's going to have a light on the, instead of having a light on the front of the controller, up here, where you really can't see it, where the touchpad is, and it curves around the top right there, right above the actual touchpad piece itself. It's going to be like see-through. So you're going to get to see what color light it is from your side. So interesting. Probably a good thing. In a well-lit room, and when you turn the brightness all the way down like I did, it's hard to tell what color you may have for players or whatever. So that's kind of cool. Slight little upgrade, but nice. More PlayStation. Two more little things here. It looks like the PlayStation Plus subscription price is increasing for the yearly. It's going to be an additional $10, bringing it up to, I believe, what is it? $59.99 for 12 months, and $24.99 for 3 months, and the normal monthly is going to stay the same at $9.99. Whew! Never pay monthly. It's about $120, twice as much if you just go ahead and pay for it. So for the price of one game, you get, it's according, if you have a PS3 like I do, and a Vita, I get 6 games a month. So 6 times 12, 70, something, 72. Yep, 72 games. That is a lot of games. So I get 72 games for $60. That is a lot. Now, questioning my bad math. Yep. The new price will go in effect on September 22nd. So if you still want to, if you really don't want to, you can go and pay the $49.99 right now for another year or 2 or 3 years if you have money. If you really don't want to pay the extra $10, I think it's still way worth it. So I'm not worried about it. And let's see. I feel like I skipped something. No, something was skipped. Oh, there we go. The last little piece of news. The PlayStation Now feature this on the PlayStation that I've never used. Subscription based, where you get to play games for a certain price. It's just reads up. How much is PlayStation Now? I don't even know. I haven't even looked into it. Well, 3 months cost $45, and you get to play all the games they have on there, and it's just streaming. I tested out the beta when they were originally running, and to me it worked really well. But I buy all my games. I'm not really interested in the subscription model, but it's cool if you want it. And now it's coming to PC. So good for PC players. I don't know how great that's like PlayStation exclusives now officially on PC. Unfortunately, but it's only through their particular streaming service. So it's different. It's different. It's not like it's coming to Steam. And they're going to have a little, what do they call it? A little adapter for your PS4 controller that just plugs into your computer so you can use your PS4 controller for all those games. And that adapter will be $25. Alright, I think that is all the gaming news. So that was my first shot. I think I did this backwards. It'll be alright. Hot. Really hot. Really hot. Prep myself. Oh my! Oh! Oh, okay. It gets harder every week, I think. Oh my god. Okay. Movie news. Movie news. Ugh. Whew. I don't know how people enjoy hot stuff. I don't know. I do not. Ugh. Let's see. First movie news stuff. Looks like the Angry Birds movie, which I did not go see. I'll redbox it eventually, just to see if it was any good. But looks like it's going to be getting a sequel. We're saying, let's see, it made $347 million worldwide, and it hasn't opened in Japan yet, surprisingly enough. I think that happened soon. I don't know how soon. October 1st, they'll be opening in Japan, so it'll make a little bit more. But good for them. Good for them. So we'll be getting a sequel. Supposedly, it only took about $73 million to make. Yeah, and advertising and stuff, so made a couple $100 million profit. That's good. So yeah, we'll be getting a sequel to that. Was it good? I don't know. I don't know if that movie was good. I heard it was pretty funny. It looked pretty funny. Let's see. Got a few other little things here. Let's move on to the least interesting news in my opinion. I did not watch the last Transformers movie because I quit watching the Transformers movie altogether. I will not watch the new one either. But it looks like it is official that it will be taking the King Arthur storyline. Set photos are showing actual knights. I don't know what it's all going to be about. But King Arthur, it's going to be big swords, it's going to be knights, and of course Transformers. Bad, or just not bad special effects, but just tons of special effects. And more Michael Bay. So, wonderful. That's something you like. Maybe not so much. Something I am looking forward to, though, is the new Beauty and the Beast movie that's going to be coming out. They've officially showed off what a couple of the characters are going to look like. The one's most noteworthy at the moment is Cogsworth and Lumiere, the candlestick and the clock, are going to legitimately be candlestick and a clock. But they look really good in this picture they've shown. So hopefully the rest of the movie goes that way. They have yet to show off the Beast. So that is what I'm most interested to see. If they're going to keep the true... exactly what we saw in the cartoon. Or the movie cartoon, Disney movie. Is like a big wolf, bear-like beast. Because that's actually what I want to see. I want to see him do that. Appear to be a completely CG character. They show the back of Gaston. So, we will see. Hopefully it's good. I don't want, like, oh, he's just ugly on the outside. He's just scarred up or something. I like, show me the beast. I want a beast. But we'll see. Only time will tell. A couple other little Marvel and DC movie news. Looks like Steve Rogers will no longer be Captain America, according to this news. Some of the stuff that's breaking here. Slight spoilers going forward for a moment or two about Civil War. If you did not see that movie, you should go see it. It was fantastic if you like the superhero stuff. But in that movie, in the end, he, after fighting Tony Stark as Iron Man, he drops his shield at the very end. And he never recovers it. And according to the director, he says, I think him dropping that shield is him letting go of that identity. It's him admitting that certainly the identity of Captain America was in conflict with the very personal choice that he was making. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but yeah. So it looks like Steve Rogers will no longer be Captain America for like a movie or two, probably. He's not dead, but who knows? They might kill him in this next movie. We don't know. So a lot of people are speculating who's going to take up the mantle. And it's like, oh, how about the Winter Soldier? I'm like, I don't know if that seems right. Last time we saw him, he was being frozen. I'm like, I'm not coming back for a while. So for him to just like, oh, I'm Captain America, I don't know about all that. Personal opinion. We will see what they end up doing. Maybe we just have no Captain America. We just have Steve Rogers, the guy. I'd be fine with that. We'll get him back, though. I don't know if we're going to get Chris Evans back for a while. At some point, he's going to have to quit playing Captain. But, so this is interesting news. I cannot wait for Infinity War. That's going to be awesome. Alright. And the DC, it looks like Deathstroke is going to be appearing in the Justice League movie. If nothing else, at least briefly. And is reported to be the main villain in Ben Affleck's Batman. That he's directing, writing, starring in. So, pretty cool. Deathstroke, never one of my personal favorite villains, but I do know a lot of people really like him. So, they've yet to reveal who's playing Deathstroke, but I'm sure we'll find out soon enough. let's see. That's really all the news. The only thing I have left is just going to mention a couple things I watched over the weekend. Did not go see Don't Breathe. I still want to see it, but I got to get someone to go see it with. But I did go see a movie called Hell or High Water, which I'd only seen a preview once before, but it got extremely good ratings, and it was, in fact, really good. Let's see, let me give you a summary here they have on Google. It says, Toby is a divorced father who's trying to make his life better. Make a better life for his son. His brother, Tanner, an ex-convict, with a short temper and a loose trigger finger, together they will plan a series of heists against the bank that's about to foreclose on their family's ranch. Standing in their way is Marcus, a Texas Ranger who's only weeks away from retirement, of course. As the siblings plot their final robbery, they must also prepare for a showdown with a crafty lawman who's not ready to ride off into the sunset. That pretty much covers it pretty well. It has Chris Pine, Jeff Bridges, and Ben Foster. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Definitely a little sad, but it was really good. I really like Chris Pine. I think he's a fantastic actor. I really like what he does. So, if you get around, it's not a superhero movie. It's not full of action. Just a good story. And I did enjoy it really well. And the only thing is, me and my wife watched season 2 of Happy Valley. And if you haven't seen Happy Valley or heard of Happy Valley, it is a Netflix original. It's about a police sergeant lady named Catherine who's dealing with personal tragedy, investigates cases in a small West Yorkshire town. So it's very British, but it's really good. It's about her and her little town. The first one's more about a kidnapping, and the second one's more about murders. The first season's about a kidnapping. The second season's more about murders. But really, really good. Me and Sandy really enjoyed it. So, not as good as Stranger Things. If you haven't seen that, you need to go see Stranger Things. But it was really good. I did really enjoy the second season. There's only 6 episodes apiece, so not a lot together. Between 2 seasons, only 12. But it was really good. I do recommend it. Again, not as much as Stranger Things. 8 episodes. Need to be seen. So good. I think that's it. It's going to be everything. Oh, not everything, but as far as the news goes, I'm going to drink my next shot. Wow! Sour. So much better than hot. The hot's so bad. I hate spicy stuff. I hate it. Alright, time to move on to the final little segment. 5 for 5. 5 and 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. Something to do with 5s. 5 and 5. Where I'm going to go over this past weekend's top 5 box office and try to predict next week's in the top 5. I generally do very bad, and this past week was no exception. I said that Mechanic Resurrection was coming number 1. It did not. I said that Don't Breathe was coming number 2. It did not. That Hands of Stone was coming number 3. It did not. That Suicide Squad was coming number 4. It did not. And that Sausage Party was coming number 5. And it did not. So I got all 5 wrong. What the order actually was number 1 was Don't Breathe, which I was kind of surprised. I mean, it does look really good, but it was more of a horror movie. I'm surprised it took the number 1 spot. Which, again, almost no one went and saw movies this past weekend because it only made $26 million in number 1. And it dropped down to number 2 at $12 million for Suicide Squad. The movie just keeps out on. It just has no competition at all. At number 3, which I'm happy to see at number 3, it still didn't make a lot of money, is Kubo and 2 Strings at $7 million. If If you have not seen Kubo, I still cannot recommend it enough. It's a stop motion claymation film. It is very good. It is really, really, really good. I cannot recommend it enough. At number 4, Sausage Party was 7.5. Kubo was 7.8 to 7.5. And 7.4 was Mechanic Resurrection. Yeah, so... yeah. I was wrong about everything. So, I should, let's see if I can predict next week's. Probably not. So I've just done really, really bad. But I'm going to try. Let's see what's coming out this weekend. Another horror movie called Morgan. I don't even know what that is. I don't keep up with horror movies very much at all. And a movie that I've seen the commercial once for, The Light Between Oceans. This is what we have. This is what's coming out. This is... no. Yep, that's what we have. Nothing that great. Alright, so... I'm just gonna do like I always do. Because I just feel like new movies should do well. This is the only romance movie we've had in a while. I'm gonna say The Light Between Oceans is number 1. I'm gonna say the next horror movie, Morgan, is gonna come number 2, followed by Don't Breathe, Suicide Squad, and then all these other ones are very, very close. Number 5, so we're gonna round that out with. I'm gonna say Sausage Party. I'm going to say, unfortunately, Kubo's going to drop a little bit more. I don't want it to, but I'm thinking probably will. And with that, I'm done. I will drink my sparkle shot. And as always, add more sparkles. Very important. Ooh, that's less sparkles. Ba-bam. Toast. I'm loving it. Alright. That's the show. Hope you enjoyed. You can reach me at BJJGamer. You can reach the show and me at Hot Sour Sparkles. So, till next time, be well.